Don't Cancel Me podcast. So we're asking, regardless of what we say.
Regardless of what you hear, please allow us, innit?
Yeah.
We're just talking the
members
truth.
of the community.
We're living our truths. So don't cancel us, innit?
Still running, so fuck it. Man, flames, man. No, leave it in there.
Nah, he's pissed. He said he's embarrassed.
Okay.
All right.
How would man feel? Like, you lot have daughters, innit? How would man feel? Your daughter's 20, 21, and she comes and says, Dad, I'm going into the porn game.
You better buy my casket for me, brother.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to try to be real mature at this present moment in time and say at that age, I have not got enough say over her existence to stop her. That's the mature answer.
That's the political
In reality,
Let's hear the proper answer.
I'm holding her hostage in a room and I'm feeding her through a hole in the door. She's not leaving. She's not encountering the outside world. I'm feeding her donuts and water through a hole in the door.
You man seen
She's
you,
not
yeah?
leaving.
But why?
Have you seen you, yeah?
No.
You ain't seen you?
Nah, so don't spoil it.
I'm
I know it's a stalker thing, but don't spoil it.
No. Basically, bruv, she's going in that box.
going in
fam.
that box,
She's
fam.
going in the box, fam.
But
You're going in the box, fam.
See, this is the thing. All right, I got a side question to that now.
Go on.
Because I've seen the picture, the article, innit? His daughter's like mixed race or something, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. So this came up before with, what was it, Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
Yeah.
She done porn. Now, do you feel like it's more socially acceptable in the white community?
But for your daughter to do porn.
Yeah, because you know, like our outrage, is because maybe of the image we have of porn stars or where we hold them in our heads. Do you understand? Do you feel like in outside the black community, it's more accepted? Like, oh, my man's daughter is doing porn.
I don't think so.
No,
I think if
same
you're black,
reaction.
white, Asian, if your daughter turned around and said to you, I'm going to become a porn star, you're going to be pissed the fuck off.
The reason I say that, the reason I ask that question is because obviously we've grown up and we always have this stereotype of as black young people, we got disciplined a lot more. So there was a lot harsher consequences to the things we did. And in the white community, it was a lot more laid back. So the same way they can swear at their parents, fuck you, dad, I hate you, and we would never even think to do it. Do you not think it's easier for them to be like, this is what I'm on, and it's just like, well, as long as you're happy, love. I'm asking.
Their thing is more of a. They might do the whole. Well, I'm cutting you off the trust fund.
Yeah, they'll be pissed.
We're assuming they're rich though. We've got straight into
They
rich
might
land.
deal with it differently.
They'll deal with it differently,
But they'll be pissed.
They'll do it in a way where it kind of affects the person directly. Like I said, imagine like cutting your child off your trust fund.
See,
that's a mad thing.
me, I feel like I would feel as if I failed.
Yeah, I think
It's like Chris Rock saying, isn't it? Like, my only job is to keep my daughter off the fucking stripper pole.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I feel like I failed
100%.
because
You know
it's
what
like,
it is,
what have I done?
For you to go and to say you're gonna be a like
Like you have no other ambitions
Yeah, to be
other
a
than to
stripper.
spin around the pole.
Like-
but do you feel like music has an influence over that to make stripping actually seem a lot more appealing? Stripping and porn, because remember they kind of
coexist.
They kind of one in the same now. Because remember all the music videos, Meg Thee Stallion, they're pretty much stripper videos.
It's made twerking your ass become acceptable. Not saying it was never, but it's made it more like if you go to a dance line, a bag of girl are twerking, you don't look at it in any subconscious way. You're just looking at it
how
dancing.
you're doing it. I think it's how you're doing it. Obviously, some girls twerk because of the music. They just like the music. They feel something in them. They start twerking and shake their butt. That's just culture, innit? Like
Big up the A
twerking's
crew.
not new. Like it's been about, innit? People been shaking their ass to music for God knows how long. So I don't think there's anything new in that. I think now it's just become more
Socially acceptable.
not even socially acceptable. It's just become more global. It's just become more commercial. Like everyone's twerking. Like
Black,
There's
white.
twerk classes.
you know what I mean?
It's actually
Like, people are
twerk
teaching
fitness
it.
and all of this
like,
stuff.
It's been around.
It's diverse. It's black, white,
Everyone
Asian,
wants to twerk now.
Indian.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I mean, I did say Asian in the same thing.
What if your son wanted to get into porn?
So I was going to come to that still because then that changes the situation.
Taxation
So would you feel it's more acceptable if your son was like, yeah,
Nah.
Dad, I want to be a porn star?
You know what? I still wouldn't be happy with it.
You would take it,
but I would take it a hell of a lot better.
You would take it
the same way as if your son said to you, Dad, I'm gonna go beat a thing. I soon come. The most you would say is be protected. Bum. But if your daughter said to you, Dad, I'm gonna go check my boyfriend. You're done, no? I soon return.
You're done, no?
Yeah, but hold on.
No, wait. Can we go? Can you imagine your daughter saying to you, I'm gonna go check a thing. You're done, no?
Why are you leaving the house? You were not leaving the house.
No, or she invites her boyfriend around and she looks at you like,
you know what time it is, Dad.
All right, then I'll get that.
Brother, leave that door open.
What do you mean door open? Everyone's sitting in the front room with me. We are watching Tipping Point and The Chase together as a unit.
She's going to his yard then.
But then do it in secret. And
right, the thing is this, right? Yeah, as guys got daughters, yeah. Obviously, they're still really young, but as they get older, yeah, we're gonna be more in touch with our kids because society now, innit? We're still gonna be in tune of things that are going on. You're probably still gonna know about the artists and stuff like that come out. So with us, we're gonna have a probably deeper connection with our kids than what our parents had with us. Yeah, if that makes sense. Now, for instance, if my daughter now has a boyfriend, I'm not a foolish guy, innit, bro. You lot are doing the things, innit. But don't think I'm gonna be in the house downstairs and
the man's clapping your daughter's cheeks.
No. That ain't happening, bro. If you respect me enough, let me leave the house.
So if you heard man clapping cheeks,
busting the door, brother.
You're busting in there. You'd want to see that,
but
your daughter's batting in the ear.
You're bent over, man, colliding from behind. You want to go in there and see that?
Man, they watch WWE. Did you see how many times Stone Cold Steve Austin ran up on people? I'm stomping at that brother in the yard.
You see, this is the thing.
I don't think I could do that.
So what, you're just gonna leave man to be your daughter upstairs?
I'm leaving the house, fam. I don't think I have them. I don't think I can go in. Someone will die.
No,
you're gonna be in the car crying.
No. I'm making a warning.
I would rather cry than commit a murder, bro.
I'm making a warning from outside the door. I'm saying, listen. By the time I go downstairs into the kitchen and get my thing and come back, everybody either better be dressed and who don't live here better be gone. You see, if he's wicked enough to still be upstairs, then he signed his own death certificate, innit? That's what it is.
I don't. That's right, cool. I'm trying to see. I don't.
But back to the question: would you be okay with your son doing it, Jay?
Doing porn? Nah, I wouldn't be okay with it. I wouldn't be okay with it.
What if he went uni, but he's like, Dad, listen, I need some extra change, and I've got this opportunity.
Nah, I'm not gonna be cool with it.
Because as a parent, I got to be in that position to provide you.
Obviously,
I'll give you the money.
They're gonna be at a certain age where you can't really do much. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Like, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. I might get over it maybe a much quicker than if it was, say, my daughter. Yeah. But I'm still gonna be pissed off.
But if my daughter decides to do porn, it's gonna break my heart, bro. I'm gonna like I failed, fam. I'm gonna be like to my daughter, what daddy issues do you have? I was here the whole time of the way. What went wrong?
Did you watch have you ever seen the Pinky interview where she said her dad's in jail, and her dad has seen her porns?
But that's disturbing.
What does her dad think of it? Does she know?
She's basically said her dad says that like if it's a one where she's in it, he'll fast forward past her part.
Why are you even fast forwarding? Just look it off. He's mad.
No, so
well, she's not the only one of the DVD in it.
Then fuck that DVD altogether, bro.
That's the maddest thing. So like, look, like we watch porn. Imagine like you're there ready to piece off, and then you're going flick. And next minute you're like, yeah, and then boom, your daughter pops out. The fuck? But I'm done. I can never watch porn again.
Or what are you doing when a man comes and says, "Blood, have you seen the new porn star?"
Brings it up,
and it's your daughter.
Yeah. Oh! Flicks out a phone, and it's your daughter.
Fucking
box in the eyes.
Hey, what's that film? Best Man Wedding 2, when my man returns hard through the phone.
Bro.
Yeah. Now, do you know what it is? All this is, I feel like I failed as a parent. I would really feel I failed as a parent that my daughter that I've nurtured from such a young age is going off into such industry. And I sound like a hypocrite because I'm watching porn and that's someone else's daughter, innit? But at the same time, that's my child, innit? That's me, innit? Like,
yeah, we're blatantly hypocritical.
We're being
full of double standards.
Double standards.
And everything.
And you know what? Fuck it, I am, because it's my child, innit? And I wouldn't want my child to go into that industry. Not to say like the people in that industry, I think little of them. I really don't. But it's just that's my seed there.
They make
decent money. Yo,
no. But you kind of do look.
No.
They make decent money.
Nah,
they make more than decent. Some of them, but
got money, you know?
It depends. I think I was reading like, if you're just a normal, regular, schmegular porn star, you can get like about £500 to £800 a movie. If you're big, you can get like a bag to like.
Some of the porn stars got their own production companies.
Yeah, a lot of them are entrepreneurs now.
company,
They're behind the cameras, all of those things.
Yeah.
But how long were they getting their cheeks clapped before they made that transition?
You gotta make a lot of that amateur shit that I'm watching first before you. Before you hit me, you get noticed, and the man's like, "Yo, I want to do a scene with you or whatever."
Quick sidebar: have you noticed a lot of the amateurs, like some of them wear bellies and that?
Because they're regular schmigglers that go to the office and that. That's why.
Yeah,
they don't want to be known.
Carted out with baddies on.
Yeah, because they're...
How would you feel about that? I know this is way off topic, but how would you feel about that if you went to beat a thing and she's like, babes, this is kind of my thing, and she backed on her?
If we're recording it, then I'll get it. But if we're not recording it,
she just wants to be in a baddie.
Nah, fam, like, are you alright? Why you got a baddie,
She wants you to wear one as well.
Nah. My name's not Kodak still.
I wear a baddie.
My name's not K-Trap. My name's not...
Are you into role playing?
What's his name? M.
Roleplay?
Honcho.
Yeah.
I'm in a
You wear a baddie? Why are you clotting?
Yeah, why not?
For what?
But I'll get on a Rey Mysterio mask. Are you mad?
Nah, I'm not on that role play thing. I can't even lie.
What? Your girl...
I'm not involved.
I can't lie.
What? You're trying to tell me if your girl was like, oh, let's play doctors and nurses, and you got...
I'm on it still.
Do you know what it is?
You could be a nurse, but I ain't
I'll be
no
honest with you.
fucking
I feel
doctor.
like
I'm the patient.
I feel like we attract who we can't. Like for like people, innit? Now, any woman that's with me would understand I'm not about that life. And generally, she wouldn't be either.
Why not?
Because that's who I'm attracting. I'm very honest with people. So I'm telling you from the get-go, I'm not about this kinky life. You're not beating me with nothing. You're not tying me to nothing. I'm not dressing up as nothing. That's it.
I mean...
The dressing up thing is not me. It's mad, yeah, because I don't know if you lot saw it, yeah. I done a poll on my Insta not even the other day, like a week or so ago, about fantasy rape. And I was surprised about the amount of girls that were into that.
A lot of there's girls that want you, like, I leave the door open, but I want you to bust in and just grab me
like a burglar, grab me, hold me down, and just
choke me up.
Yeah,
and I was like,
their sexual levels are high.
Yeah, no, but why?
What triggered it?
No, yeah, why is rape? Obviously, you know it's me. You do know it's me, some part of your brain. But nevertheless, why do you want that level of like? Why do you want something so extreme?
Girls like to be. From what I was getting from it, they like the whole domination, the whole not having no control of the situation. That's what turns them on, isn't it? They love to be dominated. They love not having control.
But side of it,
being vulnerable type of thing.
But it's also because they know it's you. At the same time,
I hope so.
Because that's a bit
I
warped.
hope so.
So it's like the combination between knowing it's you, but not being in full control of what's going on.
Yes,
they like the physical aggression.
They love the aggression.
But I reckon I could
the dominance.
I could do that without busting in your house.
This is what I'm saying. Like
I hear you. I hear you.
My argument was, if a girl told me to do that, and let's say I went along with it, I would not be able to be serious about it. I'll end up busting up half of it. I'm like, this is some joke thing. Like I'm not
kick through the door, honey, I'm home.
Boom. Where are you, bitch?
Man's glad to keep you through the hallway, bro.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Could you imagine it went a bit too far? And she was like, whoa there.
You're gone too far now.
My lord.
Could you imagine?
Why you're boxing me in my face like that?
Shut up, you said you like it. But this is what I'm trying to say. When you open certain doors,
you can't come back.
There's no going back. You see, when you enter the dark side, and you want to exercise your demons, there's no coming back from that, you know.
But when you do that with your girl, though, it's your girl, bro.
Yeah, but do you ever think there's something you could do to your girl, or do you ever think there's a level that you're like, I could not do this to my girl, but I could do this to a random? I don't care about you. But if you did it to your girl, you may not look at her the same afterwards.
Nah, because if it's something that I would do to a random, it's probably something that I probably don't want to do anyway. Big, you get me? Like it's like I'm trying to think. There's nothing that I would want to do to just a random that I wouldn't want to do to my girl.
What if a random girl asks you to piss on her?
I'm not doing it because that's just not for me.
That's
disgusting.
I'm not that way inclined. But there are several people in this world. I've had conversations about this. That if requested, they would, because it is what it is. Because they have no emotional attachment to this individual.
For me,
that's a different
pissing on.
I don't know, but my thing is, doesn't that part switch off
when you're erect? Yeah, apparently you can't piss while you're erect
until you.
So in the midst of this, I have to wait to go down and then piss on you and then attempt to go beat you afterwards.
Some people's freak levels are just way different.
I'm not on
That's
that.
wild.
Gal or no gal.
You know, this whole porn conversation is a very warped little world that we can walk into. But the long and the short of it is, we believe that porn and Instagram or social media as a whole has corrupted the way not only we look at women, but the way they look at themselves.
100%. I agree with the way how they look at themselves.
But what is the solution?
Right now, there's no solution because the social media world is just mad. You know, you're getting different girls coming out every day. You go through certain profiles and you're seeing the lips done, the hips done, breasts are done. It's like you've got to go on social media and show your new body, and it's like an epidemic, right?
It's a drug. I think what you got to do as well. You got to break Instagram down as well. Not even just Instagram, just social media in general. You got to break it down because like social media is becoming like a normal drug. It's addictive, you know. And the thing and I think that's why there's a lot of talks now with Instagram about removing the likes and things like that, because there's a thing as well I was reading about social currency, where basically, obviously, currency is something that adds value. It lets you know the value of something, isn't it? So with social currency, that's your likes and your shares and your reposts. That's the currency. So the more likes, the more shares, the more reposts is, the more valuable that particular post is. Now, that's all good if you're a brand or you have a product or whatever it might be, then you know, I'm getting a lot of likes. It shows me that my product is this valuable. But if you're putting up selfies or pictures of your body yourself, and in your head, you're not getting the amount of likes, so you start thinking, so that means my value, I'm not as valued, or people don't value me. And then you get people, we all know people who have put a picture up and taken it down simply because they didn't get enough likes. And it's the same with a product. You put a product out there and it didn't get enough buys or didn't get enough sales, you take it off the shelf. So it's the same thing. So it's very, people are coming very dependent on social media to feel good.
And I think you got to look at also, we're in two different countries. You see the States and you see the UK in it. In the States, they proper like, you got the Beneath burgers, you got like the Alexa Skies, you got like what's my
You have this Alexa Sky girl, isn't it?
She's sexy. You got that Aria Fletcher, whatever her name is.
Who's that?
You can tell who the pervert out of all of us
man
is,
knows
isn't
all
it?
these. Who's that?
Yeah, I'm the Mr. Creative.
Aria Fletcher.
Yeah, Ari Fletcher. What's her name, man? She going out that E-Money bag, whatever his name.
Who the fuck is E-Money bag?
Yeah, like.
But I mean, what I'm getting to the point is, I think, and no disrespect to the girls in the UK, they look at the US, innit? The US is a big place, innit? You can be big in just a state, and you can make your money off the Instagrams. But I think girls are trying to be like the next Bernice, the next Kim, man. And it's like, yo, they're self-made. These girls are hosting shows out here. There's nothing to host in the UK. You're going to get paid £500 to host a show on a Wednesday.
It is a different culture.
It's a very different culture. And from being in the States, there's certain periods of like Memorial Weekend and all these stuff. You see the difference. You see the big difference.
I think
we don't have that down here.
I think more, and this is just my opinion anyway, but in the UK, I think girls tend to do it more to attract a certain type of guy.
100.
Or to attract a certain type of deal from the Pretty Little Things or the Boohoo's or whatever.
But
that's mainly.
I'm glad you brought that up,
girls,
though, Dave.
I think in the UK, you know, are proper invested in social media in certain ways.
I'm glad you brought that up. Like, I'm gonna say this in advance, innit? If you're offended, I meant it, innit? I don't care.
Oh shit!
Right.
Let me take a sip.
Can someone pass me the Cocomania, please?
The Cocomania. Where did that voice come from? Look, we're blatantly alcoholics, you know. That's passing drink around.
What time is it during the day?
Like 2:00.
And you know we've got a meeting in the next 2 hours, you know.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a meeting.
Why
you just have to come along. Don't worry about it.
All right, say that.
Like, basically, yeah. You were saying that. You see how you said that you feel like girls in the UK have now done this, in order to attract a certain demographic of man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I find that hilarious that a girl will go to Turkey, Dominican Republic, whatever, spend £2,000-3,000 to impress a man who sleeps on a single bed.
But I don't think they're trying to impress that man.
No.
They're
Because remember, they seen this guy in the club.
They're pressing the image.
Yeah. But hear what I'm trying to say. You put your life at risk, right? Because there's girls out here that have actually died on the table and had to be brought back. You understand? So you spent 3 bags. Some of them are on finance. You financed your body.
Yeah.
To impress these guys that never said they wanted you in the first place. That's one. And to impress these guys who can't even afford the surgery you just paid for. So is it like everyone's selling? Do you feel like everyone's selling each other dreams?
Yeah.
Facts.
Because
remember, you sold me this filtered picture on the internet.
Yeah.
And I've sold you this image of me in the club popping all these bottles that I genuinely cannot afford to do.
Spending the re-up money.
A lot of men now that's doing that.
Yeah. What people can say, Instagram, social media is a highlight reel. It's you showing off the best points in your life.
At that moment of time.
No one really uploads what their house looks like unless it looks a certain way. No one will upload what they look like in the morning. You know, you get certain guys like,
I just woke up like this. You're a liar.
I just woke up like this or whatever.
Where is the sleep in your eye? You're a liar.
But sleep right there.
Overall, it's for you to show off the good moments.
Yeah. Everything.
So people see all these good moments and think that, their life is just
rosy.
Good. Where behind the scenes, it's not all as good as Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat.
But it's like I said, it's for the image though. Like you're attracted to that guy that wears the type Balenciaga or what's the other brand? I forgot. The one with the thunder.
Neil Barrett.
You're attracted to the man that's in that, and he's got the Alexander McQueen's on, not the Queens. What's the Balmain's on, and he's wearing them ugly Balenciaga trainers. And I'm not saying they're ugly because I can't afford them. They're just ugly. But you're attracted to that image of the moment.
But that's what success looks like on Instagram.
Yes, it's not success. Success is having your own.
Just pass me the apple juice.
Yeah, but that's what success
looks like.
Success
is having your own business. Success is having your own house.
No. It's not though.
It depends.
It's
Okay.
It depends on what
everybody.
it depends on what you define success to be.
And that's my success. So having my own place where I lay my head, having my own business or something that I'm doing, even getting up and going to work. I may not like work, but you know I'm in something successful. Big up the drug dealers that are making their money but are humble with it. Big up the fraudsters that are doing their thing. Do you understand? But because you got some fraudsters, you would never even know they do fraud because they're very humble.
Yeah, but why do I need to be humble?
Huh? Why do you need to be humble?
Playing devil's advocate for a moment. Why would I need to be humble? Because if I have made 10 grand this week, hypothetically,
okay, cool.
Whether it be through means of a legitimate company,
okay,
or I've made it through legal purposes, why do I need to be humble with it? Because you wouldn't be saying this if my company made 10 bags this week and I was flashing it. So why do I need to be humble with it?
But when I say humble, I don't mean as in like, yo, I gotta be flashy or whatever. I just being humble is alright, cool. I made 10K. It is what it is. If it's a norm to you, be humble with it.
Yeah, but we're from a community where that is what we are raised to do. That's part of our culture.
But we know people that have money and they don't even look like they got money.
But I think naturally, anyway, regardless of you are, if you've got money, it will show whether you're trying to be humble or not. Like, naturally.
So is me having a rollie that me being too flashy?
No, but that's
if you can afford a rollie and you like a rollie.
But some people, you have to understand, we can see when a man's got money and when he doesn't, regardless.
Of course, we can tell.
Because
we can even bullshit.
No, but you can even tell when a normal 9-to-5 has got money, because that's when takeaway happens, and when there is no money,
food from home.
You can tell. So if you've made somebody's half their year's wages in a short space of time, logically, why would you not flash it?
Yeah, you're gonna flash it naturally.
Like I said, I hear that. I'm not saying no, you're not gonna flash it, but I'm just saying there's got to be a humble part.
I think there's a difference between flashing it and say treating yourself to nice things.
Of course,
some people will treat themselves to a nice thing and it's just cool. I bought myself a watch or I bought myself some new trainers. Where some people will buy it and will flash it. They'll be on the gram like
once upon a time we associate that everyone that will lose was a money man.
Okay, but devil's advocate again. Is that because we don't live that life that it appears flashy to us? What if we all had that? would it appear flashy to us?
It wouldn't, because you're around people who make a certain
Because I'm saying,
amount of money
if this Joe Blogs flashes his rollie, and we see that as flashy, because currently we don't have that.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. We need to, like, when we say flashy, what are we talking?
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Because having a rollie and going out to the club wearing your rollie, for me, is not being flashy.
It's a watch.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say
for me, flashy is if you're having your rollie and then in the club
pouring
champagne on it and all that kind of stuff. For me, that's like.
Do you find people posing in or next to their car flashy?
No, it's my car.
I got a Ford. And I take pictures in my car.
I got a Vauxhall Corsa 04 plate. So yeah.
Pardon?
Got a Vauxhall Corsa 04 plate.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put a little thing out here from now, innit? We need to stop telling lies in this place, innit?
I don't drive a T-Roc normal, bruv.
No, but you definitely do not drive a Corsa.
I do drive a Corsa.
I refuse to let you sit here and lie.
Okay,
I have a Ford Fiesta, and I take pictures in it.
Oh, my car's materialistic, bruv. You can have that car
Everything
tomorrow, bruv.
If everyone just sitting there, all right, listen, I'm not even talking to no one no more because everyone's just sitting there telling you bare lies, isn't it? So I'm just not even on it.
But my car doesn't define me. And I get what you're putting. Like, bruv, I take a photo in my car. It's my car.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So there's too many grey areas with this flashy stuff, because remember, we might see flashing as a man taking his picture with something.
I'll show you this. This is where the madness would be. If I'm taking photos next to my Corsa, and then in 6 weeks' time I'm standing there with a duffel bag next to a push, something's gone. Wow,
but why would that be flashy? What if now you've just made that money? Yeah.
The concept is I'm flashy. I've got a nice Dolce & Gabbana jacket.
I don't think so. I think there's a difference between having something and just having it, or when you're purposely showing it off.
Also, are you talking more about the guys who, let's say now the guys who have a watch, a ring or whatever, and they do these pictures so you can see?
Yeah, well, for me, that's flashy.
that one.
Like, if I'm sitting in the picture and I'm just here sitting on the couch and I just happen to have on a rollie and some, I don't know, some Dior runners on, I'm not flashy. But if I'm like, this is like...
Yeah, but why? No.
Then I'm being flashy.
But why is that flashy? Because if a woman gets engaged, every picture now is...
That's being flashy.
Yeah, but we don't look at it in the same...
they're showing off their wedding
but we
ring.
don't look at it in the same negative light.
And they're showing off... They're also showing off that...
Because
I'm getting married.
But then it's a thing where, are they celebrating the
engagement,
or are they celebrating the diamond? Their ring looks like?
It's both. Because if they had a little EJ Argos diamond, they're not doing all of that. So now that they've got the big thing on their hand and now all they're talking to their friends is, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Come here.
Man.
Come. That's what I'm trying to say. So look what we're doing. Because when a woman does it, when she has an engagement ring, we're not saying nothing. But if a man was doing it, like, yo fam, and he had a new pinky.
No, you'd be surprised, you know. I've actually heard gal like kind of be like, why is she showing off her ring for?
Do you don't think that comes from a hating place though?
Yeah, of course, comes from a hating place, man. Gal get upset when next girl get engaged.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it coming from the why am I lonely place?
Yeah.
Or is it coming from the why is she flashing her ring place?
Like also like he cheats on you anyway. So
all right. So then is our thing coming from a I ain't got that kind of money place?
Kind of but man hate on man.
That's why I'm saying there's a difference. If a man has just got his things and he's just doing his thing, yeah, he's taking a picture and yeah, you can see his role. Yeah, you can see what he's got.
We know, okay,
but I think there's a difference between that and flashing, going out of your way to show it.
If we see Jem tomorrow posting by a Porsche with a duffel bag and a jacket, and we know him very well, and he's doing all that, we might know, okay, this is where Jem's money's come from. So to us, it would be understandable why he's doing that. To someone outside our box will think like, bro, he's flashing, bro.
But 100% I would be flashing.
I know you would.
That's why God has not blessed me with a certain amount of money yet, because He knows I will be an arsehole.
You was flashing from the jail cell.
Whoa. How did we get into snitching that I went anywhere near a prison? How did we jump into this conversation?
He was snitching from the cells.
How did we get...
What, from the cells?
He was snitching.
Snitching?
No, snitching. I mean, he was flashing.
Whoa!
He was flashing from the cells. Sorry, he's not a snitch, joking. He was flashing from the cells.
Wow, you gotta be careful, you know?
I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know what to say. Man said I was snitching from the...
No, he was flashing from the cell, sorry.
Flashing what?
Who, you?
His noodles.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie though.
He was.
Man had hella tuners.
That man there, sent me a video he made. What did you make in the cell that day?
I can't remember.
He said, man got the mackerel, the dumpling. He goes, you ain't eating right, brother. And you know the worst thing was, man just had an Indomie noodles. I'm like, how is
Man
this
was eating better than you.
Because he weren't chefing out the thing. I'd like to say there was no need to bring that up.
This is mad. We get into that topic there still.
Anyway, you're up. But yeah, that took a wild left turn. I don't even know how we got there.
God damn. Where was we? Shall we go back to social media and how,
The whole flashing thing.
us?
Yes. So it affects everyone differently, but I believe that it's a lot of highlight on females' insecurities, but not enough on the male. Because, for example, a lot of men do feel some type of way when we see others highlight reels.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We feel like, why have I not got that car? Why have I not got those trainers? So often, even if we are working a normal 9 to 5, we will neglect paying certain things in order to feel like we fit in, or go on certain holidays just to say we're there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been a victim of that. I've done that to myself where because I want to be at a certain place at a certain time, I've neglected certain things. I'm like, yo, I want to be out there, and I've taken that photo just to say I socially fit. And I've done that, and as a man, so just as growing up now, that was the most dickheaded thing.
It's called FOMO.
Yeah,
it's the fear of missing out.
Yeah. And you gotta learn certain things. Sometimes you gotta live towards your means, innit? You gotta say to yourself, nah, brother, I can't do that. Because a lot of men go broke trying to reach a certain standard. That's what I said before. I said, once upon a time, any man that had lubes was a money man. Yeah. But not realizing some of these man's lubes were fake.
But some of these men were missing meals, missing bills,
missing bills to pay for that.
But this is the thing.
To fit in that.
But now
that image.
Now it's not that though.
Remember once upon a time it was belts. You had to have either a Gucci belt or a Louis belt.
I'll be honest with you, I've never got sucked into that. Mainly because I couldn't afford to. And that's the realness of it. It's not because I didn't want to, because I could not afford to get sucked into that life.
Before I had my daughter, yes, I could.
I got sucked in
before I had my daughter.
Thing, I remember I bought 2 Gucci belts.
Yeah, the Gucci belt. I had the normal Gucci belt, the black one. Had the LV belt. I had 2 LV belts. Right now, I got 1 belt that's actually lasted, and it's my brown LV belt.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'll be honest, I couldn't afford none of them. I wanted the Gucci belt. I saw everyone with it. I wanted it. I couldn't afford it. It just never happened.
I couldn't afford it. And I bought 2. I couldn't afford it, but I bought 2.
I used that uni money.
That's the thing. All of those things, I just couldn't be a part of it. But I have found that not getting it also causes further issues.
Of course, because you got to think about it. Let's say there's like 5 of us that go out. Everyone's got a Gucci and Louis belt, and you ain't got a belt. You feel left out. You makes you feel unattractive.
Yeah, but it stays with you. So when I say further issues, it's always something almost like on a bucket list that you have not achieved.
Yeah.
So now, even if we have passed that era of the belt, part of your brain still says, but I haven't done it yet.
So it exposes you to other insecurities.
So you still do it even if it's past your time. You know, like when you see the old person in Napa and you're like,
why are you still here?
Why are you out there? Because it's a part of their youth they didn't live at the right time.
But then is there an age requirement to go Napa?
No, I'm just saying as an example. You know, there's always there's always occasions where we look at people and be like, why are you doing this now?
Because I got told by a female that if I hit 35, I can't be seen in Dream Weekend. And I went, why? Why can't I go Dream Weekend at 35? She goes, that's socially unacceptable. You're a big man. But if
you've done it already though.
I've done it already, but saved me and the lads turned on and said, let's go Dream Weekend again. And I'm 35.
I think it's just how you conduct yourself out there.
It's how you conduct yourself when you're out there. That's what matters.
Point, but my whole thing was she didn't state how you conduct yourself out there. Because she just looked at it as you're at a particular age and you cannot be at this holiday.
She's projecting her feelings about herself onto you.
Her insecurities.
It's not even an insecurity.
Or about her man.
Yeah, she would feel some type of way, either herself being out there or her man being out there.
So she's
projecting that onto you.
Would you have a problem, let's say, your girl saying, I'm going to Memorial Weekend with my girls?
No. Not at all.
I wouldn't have.
It doesn't matter. Like you said, it's how you're.
And if you do,
out there, that's what matters.
And if you do, your relationship has a bigger problem than you may think.
Big problem.
Because I don't think that. Don't get me wrong. I have a jealous streak. So it leads to a level of possessiveness. But if you do not trust the person to go on holiday, because remember, forget Memorial Day weekend, regardless of where your girl goes, if someone's going to move to her and she's going to do something wrong, she's going to do it.
100%.
Regardless of the location.
Right.
Yes, you're in a heightened environment, but if she knows how to conduct herself, she knows how to conduct herself. So it is what it is. And you have to understand, you can't stop no one from living the life they choose to live. Well, if you say to her, you can't go, and she says, well, I'm going anyway.
Then you're the dickhead then.
Now what?
You're the dickhead
I don't think
I can't go?
I don't think no man should stop their girl from going on
Let them
holiday.
go,
If your girl's
do
gonna
their
go on
thing.
holiday and she's gonna go do her thing, it just shows you that she don't respect you, innit? And you know, when you find out, oh, so you went on holiday and you did that, okay, cool. Leave it in there.
To license it.